Now is not the time to go wobbly. That is the message of Steve Bannon to President Trump. President Trump posted on Truth Social Thursday, quote, "Our great farmers and people in the hotel and leisure industry are suffering from his own, quote, very aggressive immigration policy." What? Indeed, that would seem to muddle President Trump's message, especially in the middle of a conflagration of immigration. Let's listen to Bannon.
But all I can say is, yo, Mr. President, we're in the fight of our lives right now. I don't think it's time to be wobbly with interest groups of hotel operators and particularly farmers, big agriculture.
And hey, I have no problem believing that immigrant farm workers work pretty damn hard, some of whom are not here legally. But how can Trump suddenly say that there are different categories of immigrants, some of whom are good and some of whom are bad? It just doesn't make sense, and it contradicts all of his previous statements on the matter. Let's hear that Trump Truth Social post in full, and I'm afraid it doesn't get much better. Quote, "Our great farmers and people in the hotel and leisure business have been stating that our very aggressive policy on immigration is taking very good, long-time workers away from them, with these jobs being almost impossible to replace. In many cases, the criminals allowed into our country by the very stupid Biden open borders policy are applying for these jobs. This is not good. We must protect our farmers, but get the criminals out of the USA. Changes are coming." So in this view, in this True Social post, the immigrants are actually the victims of Trump and his own immigration policy, and the owners of the big farms are also the victims. So it's like Trump is arguing against himself and his own policy. Again, I have no problem believing that farmers actually do need immigrants, and I'm sure there's some truth to that, but don't post this now like there's literally a riot going on in LA of people saying that you're a fascist and that you're deporting people without due process, etc. And you're posting about people who are the victims of your own policy. So come on, Trump. I think Steve Bannon has a point. This is very muddled. It doesn't make sense, especially when you put this together with Trump's other controversial statement about allowing 500,000 student visas for Chinese foreign nationals to come study in the United States. On the subject of China, Trump said, quote, "I've always been in favor of students coming in from other countries. That includes China. We have 500,000 Chinese students coming in. I've always been in favor of that."
Look, I've always been in favor of students coming in from other countries. That includes China. And we have 500,000 Chinese students coming in. I've always been in favor of it.
You have? Again, a message that is not exactly sounding MAGA, America First, especially considering that the Trump administration themselves has repeatedly explained that China is our adversary. Some people are even speculating that these student visas might be part of the trade deal that Trump made with China. The X-Account U.S. tech workers posted Thursday, quote, "Immigration policy should never be part of trade negotiations. Allowing more Chinese foreign students while IP theft remains a serious concern puts our national security and innovation at risk." So just so you know, Michael M. Vlog is a big supporter of President Trump. Take a look at all my videos. But we have to call out President Trump when he's doing something nonsensical and hope that he listens to reason, which he often does.